What's up everyone, Darcblade here with a news roundup for Monster Hunter. This is going to be the final news roundup for 2021 and covers miscellaneous news for Monster Hunter World Iceborne, Monster Hunter Rise and Monster Hunter Stories 2. Although Monster Hunter Stories 2 is now a complete game, so it's unlikely to have much presence in these little shows anymore. But this news video is for the week starting the 31st of December 2021, so let's get into this. So first of all, in regards to Monster Hunter World and Iceborne, there's really only one bit of information to cover for the game, and that is the Safi'jiiva siege has gone away. It has instead been replaced with the Khorvath siege, as well as the Master Rank Khorvath event quest. So it's an opportunity for the next 2 weeks to get Khorvath armor, as well as the various Khorvath weaponry and Kiar weaponry. The Kiar weaponry are some of the best elemental weapons in the game, so it's a good opportunity to get some elemental weaponry for your elemental builds if you like to use them. Now normally the seasonal event that we currently have, which was the Holiday Joy and Winter Starfest, would have gone away when the next siege event makes its way into the game. But that isn't the case at the moment. We still have access to the Holiday Joy Fest as well as the Winter Starfest, but I'm not sure the extended duration of this seasonal event, whether we're going to have it for another 2 weeks or it's just here for another day. I'm not so sure, so I cannot say. But regardless, the seasonal event means you have access to some more daily limited bounties, other activities, ways to gain vouchers and more. As always, there is a video elsewhere on the channel to check out if you haven't done so already, if you want more information on these seasonal events. But anyway, let's move away from Monster Hunter World and talk about Monster Hunter Rise. Now when it comes to Monster Hunter Rise, there's quite a few little additions that have been added to the game. Obviously I haven't covered the game since Christmas because I have taken a little bit of a break, but it just means that we got a lot to tell you about today. So let's get into what has been added with Monster Hunter Rise. As always, all the add-on contents, the new event quests and more are available through the Courier Palico found in the centre of Kamura Village and go into add-on content. There you'll be able to download all these extra bits. Now in total there are 7 new additions to Monster Hunter Rise. First of all though is the Guild Provision Pack 8. These are packs that you can get from the add-on content that give our inventory a little boost. Guild Provision Pack 8 provides us 20 Ancient Potions, 20 Jas Juice, 20 Mega Demon Drugs, 20 Mega Armor Skins, and 5 Golden Eggs that can be sold for Zenny. On top of that, we can also download a new Palico and new Palamute to join our team. Yasu the Palico and Monster Hunter Community Palamute. These are specially designed Palamutes and Palicos that come with decent skills. Of course, to hire them, you have to go to the Buddy Scout and then go to Hire Special Buddy. This will allow you to select Yasu and the MHC Palamute for Zenny. These are great for players who are going through the game as they are high level Palamutes and Palicos, so they give you a little bit of a boost. But what else were we given? Well, heading on over to the Gathering Hub, we have access to numerous new event quests. There are 3 of them in fact. First of all is Blazing Soul of a Warrior, which is a 7-star high rank quest that requires hunters to be hunter rank 8 or above, and has players taking on a Magna Marlow in the lava caverns. Now this is quite a tough Magna Marlow. It's more of a challenge event quest more than rewards. So there isn't really anything special in terms of rewards from this monster, but nonetheless the challenge is appreciated. It feels pretty much on par with Apex monsters in all honesty, so that's something to be aware of. The other new event quest is Apex Rathalos Emergency, which is pretty much the same as the other Apex Emergency quests. Apex Rathalos Emergency is a 7-star high rank quest that requires hunters to be hunter rank 8 or above. Basically, we take on an Apex Rathalos this time who is souped up and can pretty much one-shot us with some of its attacks. It's very deadly, it's a challenge hunt again, so you really have to be on your best to be able to take down this monster. Obviously, like I said in the past, sometimes I feel that the difficulties with these Apex Emergency quests are a little bit artificial as they simply turned up the damage scaling on the Apex monsters rather than give them new unique moves, but the challenge is welcomed, especially when I'm playing in a group. And then finally we have Frostbites, which is a 7-star high rank quest that requires hunters to be hunter rank 4 or above, and has players taking on a Lagambi, a Barioth and Gos Harag in the Frost Islands. After completing this quest, you'll get materials to craft the Orion Layered Armor. This is the Christmas themed layered armor that has been seen in other previous Monster Hunter games, so don't forget to take it on and add it to your collection. Finally, if you go over to Master Izuchi, the Arena Quest counter, there is a new challenge quest, Challenge Quest 7. That is a 7-star high rank quest that requires hunters to be hunter rank 4 or above and has players taking on an Apex Sonoga, Apex Mitsuzune and Apex Diablos. This all takes place in the Infernal Springs. One of the toughest challenge quests we have, but these aren't the same as Apex Emergency Apex monsters, so it can be done. Remember, as it's a challenge hunt, you don't get to pick your loadout, you have to pick from pre-chosen loadouts. Also, there are no rewards bar the satisfaction of completing the challenge. But those are all the new additions to Monster Hunter Rise. Obviously lots to do, and if you're not aware that the PC version of Monster Hunter Rise is just around the corner, releasing on the 12th of January. So when PC players jump into the game, they're going to have all these event quests readily available to them. But that's about it for this week's miscellaneous news. Obviously it's nice to go back into Monster Hunter Rise and have a fair bit of activity to take part in, but what are your thoughts? Please leave a comment down below. And I want to wish you all a Happy New Year. I would normally do a Happy New Year's video on 2021 going over my favourite games and such, but I may do that in a separate video tomorrow if at all. To be honest, 2021 in all honesty for me was not worth celebrating whatsoever. Yes, okay, we did have the release of Monster Hunter Rise, and there was one or two other highlights, namely my luck when it came to Genshin Impact, but apart from that, there was nothing worth celebrating that happened in my life, in all honesty, in 2021. So hopefully 2022 will be better. But anyway, that wraps up this video, and until next time, I've been Darcblade, bringing you a quick news roundup for Monster Hunter. Hope you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching, subscribe and like for more.